What is up, Juggalotuses? So I'm not in VR because I'm gonna have to skip around through these. I haven't watched them all, but I know it's just a bunch of different stuff, and they're like an hour each. And this one of these, I think the Sega is 2 hours long. I'm gonna try to keep this about an hour. So we're gonna be skipping through a lot, so it's easier outside of VR to do that. Because in VR, I'd have to sync it over and over and over again, and it would take forever and be a pain, and I'd get sick. So, but I will be doing. So we do this video. I might do another video covering the indie games, which will also, they're about an hour long from each region. I'll probably skip through those a lot too. Oh, my nose is running. And then I will do a VR react video to the Xbox event, which was the big one, the major one. And there's one other video I'd like to do probably a VR video of too. I haven't watched any of this stuff, including those, but we're gonna skip around because I'm a little interested in Dynasty Warriors. I don't know what I'm not sure. I don't remember what level 5 is. Oh, we're not gonna find out. I think. Oh, it's those guys, Leighton. I'm not. These people, man, they're so lazy and cheap. It's fucking 2D. Even this is 3D. Even this thing I'm in right now is fucking 3D. It cost me $0. Or no, I paid like $8 for this model that I then edited, obviously, to be a Juggalo and stuff. But like, really, this bitch probably gets paid a bunch of money to do this, and this is the best they can do. Is fucking. And the thing is, these people get more views. Not just I don't get any views because I'm a dude, first off, and second because content isn't that great. Actually, it's pretty amazing, but this dumb little bitch, whoever she is, I don't even know. I've never even seen this. I hate VTubers. Reglass.
Yoshoka-san, you want to play
It's so lame and cheap. Just get a fucking 3D avatar. You don't even need VR to use it. It's so annoying. And it's cheaper actually to get a VR avatar than this shit. Because this you gotta pay somebody to do all these different frames and this avatar, what, $8 like I said. And really you can just get a free one anyway. Just rip a free one off of fucking VR mods or something. Anyway, not watching that. Don't care. We got Capcom, Sega Atlus, and Dynasty Warriors. So let's see. I'm interested in this Dynasty. I've always been interested. I love Dynasty Warriors. Samurai Warriors more because it's Japan, but I do love to pursue Lubu. And the Yellow Turban Rebellion, of course. Never forget.
So choose your path wisely.
After doing it 20 million times in every single Dynasty Warriors game and grinding it 20 million times in every single Dynasty Warriors game. But these are good games. They're fun. Very addictive time wasters in a good way.
You claim to strive for justice, but have no way to achieve it.
And I've been curious about this one because normally you have like fucking a million characters to pick from.
No, the series.
Oh, Yellow Turbans.
Feel like you have shaved off a lot of volumes. Well,
it's really hot in here. It's really humid in here too.
For us to make, but we ended the story at the battle of it should be, which means that we can actually enrich the story up until that battle. And also, I'm going to give you more details. It is not a one-way; it is a multi-ending, and the volume is on par with the previous series. So you deliberately ended the game at the battle of it should be, and to make the story richer, exactly. And also it will,
I remember all this. Every single Dynasty Warrior starts with that. They're talking about like, oh, we made this really big decision. No, that's every single one. Oh, I see. That's why he's the main character in the story, because she was saying there's multiple paths. It doesn't end the same way, so it's not a historical game this time. As if they ever are, giant guy swinging a thing, killing 1,000 guys in one hit. But you know what I mean? Like technically, the story-wise, it usually follows the right people win, or even if you win as the other guys, it kind of just says, "Oh, you lost anyway." Story-wise, and then you continue. There's not really much story in Dynasty Warriors usually, but this one's going to have a story. It sounds like, and we're going to get to be a made-up character, so that means we can make the Yellow Turbans win. Who wants to? Fuck them.
The original Three Kingdom is an
interesting,
ensemble cast without a specific protagonist, but the story of this game is based on a consistent first-person point of view of the original character to provide a more immersive experience.
I don't dislike that, but they need to let you still play as the other characters, and I'm pretty sure in that trailer it looked like you could play as at least a handful of other ones, because it's part of the fun is being all these different characters. And they used to make it so they were all different styles of fighting and weapons and stuff too, and animations for their attacks. I get the main character being, you know, Mr. Warrior of Light here doing everything he wants, but I hope they still have
with amnesia.
play as other people.
And he does not have a name, and he will interact with many heroes and get himself involved in battles in different regions. As his surrounding environment changes, he is going to gradually retrieve his memory. His lost memory is
gonna be
going
Chow Chow's
to
kid.
affect the story, right?
Cow Cow's
Exactly.
kid.
His memory and his origin
Or Lubu's kid.
have a lot to do with the story, and the protagonist is the player, and you will be deeply involved in the story. Guo Jia, a young and genius strategist, and then Zhang Liao, who is so powerful as he became the original.
Use them as in
and
have them with
fearful
you,
enough
or
to
use them as
silence
play
the
as them?
crying child. Close with, and they are called companions, and you can work together and fight together.
Companions.
And let me show you the.
So they help you like AI
companions of
buddies.
the Sun Jia's
That's fine
forces.
too.
So,
Ooh, look at her, she's cute.
Huang Gai, who served the Sun family for 3 generations.
I think she's.
Sun-
These are all characters that are in all of them because they're all real
Sun
people,
Shangxiang, the little
or at least
sister
most
of
of them are.
Sun Ce or Sun Quan. Later, she will marry Liu Bei, and Zhou Yu, the Liu Bei's forces, Guan officers, and these are
and bonds with them. So we hope you enjoy interacting with them.
Just kind of get to build your own
Areas
history. That's kind of
like
cool.
Jizhou province and Yugo province.
Big old world map.
And the areas you
That's
can
an interesting new thing too.
increase. Great. Although it's a condensed map of the Chinese mainland, in each area, the peace level.
So they're kind of bringing. Man, it's so long ago, but I feel like it's kind of bringing back like Kessen stuff a little bit with the global levels of peace and stuff. And I could be wrong. I have not played Kessen since it came out. And what was that? 2000. It's one of the first games I ever played on a PS2. And it was kind of the battles were giant. Like you controlled the groups. It was kind of like Total War, if I recall. But I remember something like this too. Well, this is also kind of Total War, to be honest.
And you can also or gems or interact with heroic figures. So I hope.
I'm gonna side with Lubu no
count
matter
them
what.
all. Exactly, we haven't actually counted them either. What I thought was grass is actually an army in the background, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the whole
Yes,
army
that's
back there.
right. It's while the heroic.
And in that trailer, it did look actually. Because one of my main worries is like, is it still gonna be stupid? Like, is it gonna be retarded where you go swinging your sword and hitting 50 dudes, and there's a million dudes to kill, and after every level you kill 800 guys? And it looked like it not only looked like there might be even more than usual because it can render that many more now. It looked like there's some massive amounts of enemies, which is part of the fun.
The city.
I do like all this stuff. This is kind of cool.
The city has several facilities like this. And
All the different weapons are still there.
I would like to head to the Battle of Guandu, one of the most famous battles in the Three Kingdoms. This yellow circle where the soldier is standing.
I'll admit,
is a
I don't
mission
remember
where
much
battles
about
take place.
Three Kingdoms history, but I do remember it overall, like the general idea of it.
Like objects.
It was pretty cool for Chinese stuff that I couldn't give a shit less about. Video games sure did a good job interesting me and getting me educated on the history of China.
It's so interesting. Wow. There's a lot of RPG-like things to do. Just walking around looks fun. Characters are talking about what kind of battle this is.
Like, I know a lot of these people, I remember
Yes, they're talking,
some
they're
stuff they
talking
don't
about
aren't obviously aren't in the games, but from history, like Liu Bei eating that guy's wife, supposedly.
Which key locations to be defended and so on. It's so.
So this
good.
is still kind of similar.
So I think let's.
for the battle. Oh wait, there are a lot of enemies. They're enemies, right? Yes, of course they are enemies.
Different
There
weapons
are
got some
allies.
claws.
Now let's go.
Some
This is
monk
quite a
some monk
situation,
kicking and punching.
but you are not engulfed in a crowd at all. Yes, otherwise we would
Looks like a lot
be
more
bored.
allies
So
as
in
well.
front
Like
of
there's
us
always
is
been good
enemy
guys
Zhang He pushing forward with his large
fighting
army,
with
so
you,
let's
but
fight in this area for a while, so that
it's usually
allies
small
will
little
not be
bunches, and they
crushed.
usually
They
aren't
seem
that
very
useful.
strong. Officers also in there, they're incredibly strong. Soldiers also have deadly attacks when they turn orange. This is special arts.
It looks a little. I don't know. Maybe this guy just sucks at playing.
Enemies, the deadly attack.
But it looks
Oh,
kind of
they
really
constantly
slow
come at
compared
you.
to
This is a
normal,
power
though.
attack that cannot be guarded against.
Maybe they're
Oh,
showing
so
off how the
this-
enemies work and stuff.
I don't want to be stuck here fighting myself against a large force.
It's a little
I'm
laggy.
thinking of moving
I don't want to stuck you. The guy playing it doesn't want to be stuck here fighting a large force when the entire appeal of Dynasty Warriors is fun. They have a bad presenter. Whoever that guy is, I don't care if he made the game.
on
He's a
and
bad
Juggalo,
presenter of the game.
who is
It feels like he wants to show it as like a fighting game instead of a fight 1 million dudes because it's fun.
affection for gamers. Gamers are very particular about wanting to make cool plays, like connecting various moves. I think that
They're
this
focusing on
Dynasty Warriors
combos.
game is perfect in that respect, since it is more enjoyable than ever before. Oh,
I don't
to
know.
finish things up, it's fun just to watch it. I'd like to try it.
It'd be more fun if he's actually fighting anybody and not just
Using
doing Street Fighter against one guy at a time, so we could actually see the real game.
and
Show me the real gameplay, which is just spamming attacks through
there
giant
are
waves of
many
enemies.
here
Look at that.
to-
There we go. That's better. He's really
So I
slow.
want to capture the space
And then he's back to
before I
doing
move on.
combos and shit.
Once.
I can't tell if the game is going to be less fun or if this guy just sucks at showing it and understanding what people want.
I hope
But it
that
feels like
everyone
it has the
who plays
things you
game
want from
will
Dynasty
enjoy it.
Warriors game, but they're really not showing it
There.
at all.
I will change my weapon. Which is really high.
He just fights officers only.
Enemies and allies of large forces.
He's like
are
refusing to
in a
fight
state of
anybody else.
antagonism. It feels good.
There we go. There we go.
This is
This is better. This is better.
very good action.
This is some Dynasty Warriors now. Look at 700
Great.
people killed.
Some people
Swing
might
it through.
think that Dynasty Warriors is just about button mashing, but I
That's
can
what's supposed
see
to
you're
be. It's what's
thinking
fun
of a
about
very
it.
precise strategy in your head. Evade well. Since this is simulated play, it is allowing the strong.
Well, the game looks good to me, but the presentation looks shitty. The guy presenting it looked like he doesn't know how to fucking play a Dynasty. I don't care if he's the creator of the fucking series. He is not good at presenting what people care about. Let's see if we can see what his name is.
We're going to deep dive into this title, which is going to be launched on January 17th, 2025, and we will provide the latest info.
Show me the money.
Warriors.
Yeah, he's a okay, so he's the producer of this one at least. Tomohiko Show. Oh, you weren't supposed to see my bookmarks. It's not. I don't have anything secret in there. I'm not even watching Becker anymore because it's not on there anymore. I don't think. Star Rails, Endless Zone Zero, Nautilus Knoweth. It's just. It's my relax song. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Don't worry about this one. Nunya. It's Nunya. My Spotify that has no ads. My AI girl that I made with her little cat. A long time ago too, but it still came out good, even though it's not updated. Prime, WordPress, my blog. Which if you didn't know, I do have a new post up about Kingdom Come. Okay, it's I got embarrassed about my bookmark short. I even hid them on purpose, just for this. I figured out how. Wow, he worked on almost all of them as the action supervisor. So I don't know what. Maybe he just really wanted to showcase that it's a little different with the combo systems and the focus on fighting the officers a bit more. I mean, it's always been kind of comboing, but not big. He sucks at showing the game off. They should not have let him do it. I don't care that he could be all. He could have been all these things for the new one. Even I don't care. That was a really bad example of what Dynasty Warriors is. I'm actually considering maybe not a series of videos, maybe just one every now and then, or just one at all. I forget what it's called, but I like it and I have it. I haven't played it in a long time. The Dynasty Warriors that has all the crossover stuff. It's got Atelier in there and everything too. It was really fun. Not as good as a normal Samurai or Dynasty Warriors, but still a really fun game because I could beat Sturkenberg. Anyway, let's look at Capcom. That was interesting. He presented it poorly, but it still looked like a good game. Good Dynasty Warriors. Don't care about Street Fighter at all. What's it turn you do? Oh, Monster Hunter I also care about. Did I accidentally skip something? I did. Dead Rising Deluxe. I have the first Dead Rising. I almost thought about doing that for Halloween this year, and I completely forgot, so I didn't. I could have, I guess. It's pretty fun. The original. I don't like the way they made him look in this. He's covered wars, you know. And now he covers zombies. Tough game. And it's built around, it's built in the same way like Atelier Rorona and stuff. Built around you failing a lot over and over again, but it's cool. It's old. People have played them. I don't know what I'm talking about, because I didn't play it till like a couple years ago or something. It was fun though. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. Wow, what is this?
Experience the definitive versions of each of these games with HD.
Which Ace Attorney games? Because I don't remember anything running around.
Should have no objection to 2 Ace Attorney investigations.
Was there Edgeworth games that I never even knew about? He's got a cute little Japanese girl with them.
Returning in full HD.
I guess I never knew these existed. Also, I kinda, to be honest, I prefer the old. He looks a little, they did something wonky with their faces and their heads being too big. I don't hate it, but I'd rather this.
Experience the definitive versions of each of these games.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played these.
Features and special contents.
I've only played the original 3 Phoenix Wright ones.
Monster Hunter Now. A year after Monster Hunter Now launched, we're jumping into
Updates about Monster Hunter that's already out. The Pelican.
Rajang.
Of Monster Hunter Wilds. Together, we will journey to the Forbidden Lands, uncharted territory that the Guild has begun investigating.
That blue place looked cool.
The Forbidden Lands were believed to be uninhabited.
I'm very happy with them having the save data stuff, even though I won't be able to use it because of PlayStation Plus being a shit program. But I wish they would let you also carry over your character. Maybe not level or anything, but just the choices you made on creation, character creation and stuff. So I could still be my character from World. And I still don't like this. We should probably censor that.
Are you ready to step into
Take a
an
note.
adventure? Let's go.
I will censor myself as usual. Did you see that?
Each expedition
Okay, no, you don't see my
consists
notepad.
of a hunter, handler, smithy, and palico.
Palico.
And it'll be all hands and paws on deck, with each unit carrying out their own vital roles for the guild. As our unit's hunter, you're sanctioned to bear weapons, and we'll have the honor of teaming up with the other.
That's Monster Hunter.
The phenomenon
I get it.
known as the sand tide conjures thunder and lightning.
So it really is going to be almost all desert. That's why there's so many brown people too.
Life and fertility.
Look at that, armadillos.
With every shift in the environment, the creatures of the plains change their behavior to
That's kinda
adapt
cool.
and survive.
Different seasons, different weather that makes them different.
We'll have to be every bit as observant.
I feel like there was some of that in World, but not to such a big extent. It would just be like, oh, it's raining, or it's not raining. But it's been a while since they played that, so I don't remember fully.
A rich, diverse ecosystem has arisen.
I really wish it wasn't just desert. It really makes me not want to play it as much.
Out of the sand.
I just hate the, the way Zoomers say, I'm going to say it the way Zoomers, aesthetic. I hate the aesthetic of it.
You may also encounter Chotacabra.
Chotacabra!
Toad-like monsters that favor the more rocky areas of the plains.
Arcopecha! Arcopecha is one of my favorite places now. In Dawn Trail. Because the name and the what are the moblins? Little Mablu, my favorite.
To attack when the tongue is exposed. Nature has one rule. You're either the hunter or the hunted. That
Arcopecha!
goes for monsters too, as they battle for supremacy.
Monsters killing each other. Arcopecha. What the fuck?
Out on hunts, you might spot some small creatures at your feet, or perched in the trees.
Kill them. Frogbirds?
The endemic life you see has evolved
Frogbirds?
in this harsh environment. I cannot help but to be amazed by these creatures.
Japanese making some weird shit again.
Even in such an unforgiving environment.
I can. Cancel villages.
Whether it's crafting weapons,
Look at him.
or resupplying provisions.
Look at him go.
One tool that's sure to come in handy out in the vast expanse of the plains is the pop-up camp. While limited in number, these provide a sort of home.
Man, the areas must be huge. If they need little camp things.
Pop-up camps serve as fast travel waypoints.
Oh, I see. It's probably like a few big giant areas. Maybe you have to fast travel that much.
And an item restocking point. Would you rather get in close and unleash with all your might? Keep your distance and dish out a relentless assault. Deliver stinging blows as you stand your ground?
They're really cool games, Monster Hunter. The old ones suck though,
Sure, hunting is hungry work.
because they're made for the DS and shit. So every 5 seconds you have to load into a new zone, and it's really lame. Monster Hunter World is like the only good Monster Hunter, but it's fantastic.
That includes meat.
And this one looks good too, other than the desert stuff.
Your Palico is a feline companion
Everybody knows
that
Palico.
provides various types of support out in the field. Whether it's laying traps to hinder monsters, or healing you when you've taken a beating. Heals inbound!
I don't like if that's supposed to be him talking. Palicos don't.
You can always trust me to have your back.
Okay, this is Palico.
Oh, that reminds me. Be sure to keep an eye on your health gauge. Hunt
He looks good. It's just I just don't know about the everything is brown and yellow.
So, Captain, what's your team been getting up to? The guild gave special.
I do like that the pull down the. We showed this in the trailer on the other video I did recently. I forget what it was. It was also no, it was the PlayStation one. It's not TGS. This I think it's cool. Use the environment as a weapon. I don't remember there being much of that, if any. There was a little bit like in a volcano or something in one of the areas, I think. But maybe I'm misremembering. February? Well, March, really. I like that Palico, he's funny. Looks like a Ronin. You want elf ears? Then you gotta pay. Okay, fuckers.
Very long absence, Yian Kuku, monster. They're often seen fighting other, smaller monsters over carrion. But beware, the area's apex predator, Uthduna, will appear during these...
Man, it just feels like Dawn Trail.
A leviathan, Uthduna makes use of moisture and its own hunter layered. Anniversary.
Rathalos Prime. Why is Rathalos a robot? Was it a toy or something?
Designed after Optimus Prime, the main character from Transformers.
It's Optimus Prime Rathalos.
Actually reproduces Rathalos and is able to recreate poses from the game.
What?
Pre-orders start on September 26th
What even is
with a
it?
planned Summer 2025 release.
Is it a toy? I still don't understand.
Please take a look at.
What the fuck? Oh, Paco.
Where dreams become reality.
Date shown, a product introduction trailer is planned for release.
I don't like these games because they're so slow and unresponsive. Melty Blood is the only fighting game I can handle because it reacts immediately. Dead or Alive's okay too, actually, but I pretty much can't handle any other fighting game. They're so... You push a button and 20 minutes later it finally happens, and it just feels like you're in mush and muck trying to fucking get the game to actually respond to what you're telling it to do. Melty Blood, boom, immediate. Seconds. guy starts. Zombies. Oh, it's the Dead Rising.
Remember that name, because the whole world's gonna know it in 3 days.
Alright, it's just showing the stuff again. So, Capcom, okay, little thing. Just more Monster Hunter mostly. So it's really long. Oh my god. Well, I prefer this over a VTuber.
Please stay tuned. Hey, look at this! Such a big space again at the Sega Atlus.
They couldn't get a girl translator to do the girl character's voice.
Hey, look at that! That is a shadow, right?
Oh, there's the ruining.
So high quality costume, really cool. Thank you for waiting.
That's cool. And
It's not cool. Majima has been so flanderized. He's such a fucking garbage character now in the games. The Yakuza as a whole series is fucking trash now. 6 was horrible already. It was one of the worst games possible. But it was the goodbye to Kiryu. And then they remake 1, or maybe they remade 1 before that, and that's why it sucked. But now the main guy doesn't even exist anymore. The guy quit. He went to work for fucking Tencent or whatever in China. The orange man who was literally a Yakuza in real life. Well, okay, let's not... Allegedly. He was allegedly a real Yakuza. Or ties to the real Yakuza, because he sure as hell looks like he is. And acts like it. Majima was supposed to be Tuco. He was supposed to be an intense, threatening, dangerous person who you never felt safe around because he's laughing his ass off and then he might just fucking murder you. And then he became, in the remake of 1 and 2, the biggest joke character of all. Majima's jumping out of trash cans. Hoo-hoo! Majima everywhere system! Introduced now! And it was the most terrible garbage, trash, fucking gay bullshit they could imagine up. And they did. And they shoved it in the games. And then they even ruined him in the narrative itself, making him a joke character, even in the storyline. There is nothing about Majima that isn't a joke now. And they've ruined him to the point he's a fucking pirate now. That's where we're at. My dog stepped on a bee. It really pisses me off what they've done to that series. I have zero interest in playing not only this fucking trash, but any of the recent Yakuza games. The last one I touched was the first one called Like a Dragon in America, which features the new Afro guy, and it was fine. It wasn't good, but it was fine. It was alright. I didn't dislike it. But then, instead of keeping with that, the whole point of it being, hey, we're going to start new, we're going to get a new main character and a new style game, they just throw it away immediately right after, and then they introduce Kiryu back again. And then Majima's in all the fucking games as a comedy character again. It's pathetic and disgusting what they've done to this game. They're doing it to every series. Atelier's become a fan service garbage shit game about action combat and being a world saver instead of being what it used to be, which was just you're a cute girl doing alchemy, sometimes fighting enemies to help the town or to get ingredients, almost always just to get ingredients. To now, you are fighting gods. And searching the world, investigating the mysteries of the world as a giant-tittied, huge-assed slut, instead of just being a cute character doing cute things. It's terrible. And that happened because of Ryza. This shit is happening because of the remakes of 1. And it brought in a bunch of fucking queers into this series as fans. I remember seeing it in real time as it happened. When that game came out, Giant Bomb did a fucking video series on it. And even with them, Vinny, Alex, and I'm pretty sure that fucking retard-ass Austin. And it was just constantly, this game's so funny, it's so funny, wacky, haha, Japan's so funny and wacky. There was always comedy in Yakuza. It was always silly a little bit on the side stuff. Majima was not a joke. None of the main story was a joke. And then, it's this now. And I can't stand it. And it's happened to this. It happened to Atelier with Ryza making it a fan service game. It happened with Nier turning into with fucking 2B. It happened with it sounds like it happened with SMT. For my friend. I don't know. I don't play those games. I play Persona. Well, it happened with Persona too, I'd say. Though luckily Persona 5 was actually fantastic. But next game will probably be fucking retarded and have a non-binary main character or something. And have like it's just they're ruining everything. The lack of gatekeeping does not help. It's one of the majorest issues. And they had fucking VTubers and shit in one of these Yakuza fucking games. It's so fucking disgusting what they've done.
Sega in Osaka.
On and on. Oh, yes.
Sonic.
Again. Such peak of explosion.
I couldn't give a fuck less about Sonic. Should I do this with my beard? I don't have a beard. I have facial hair, but I don't have a beard. I have what? I don't know what to call it really. It's a beard technically, but it's it's more like this. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm doing it. I got a mullet. Why not go all the way and do this too?
It looks really.
No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna do this. I do have a mullet. I do actually have a mullet, but I don't think I could. Don't think I could live with myself doing this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. If I remember to, I'm gonna do it for a day. I'll do it for like a day. And the thing is, I don't shave all the way now. I just bzz my facial hair off, so it gets fuzzy like this, and I like it. Sonic's kind of gay. If you're gay, you might like Sonic. If you're autistic as hell, you might like Sonic.
Really exciting.
Make this stop flashing. Okay.
So, Sonic Rumble.
93 or 95.
I've tried Sonic. It's some terrible ass shit.
This is a gift. Look at this.
You only like it if you grew up with it and are obsessed with it.
The biggest.
So this girl's really cute. I actually really like the fairy. She's very cute. Everybody likes the fairy. She's very cute.
Monster?
That's just Persona 4's main character.
Don't worry. Count it on whole Ross.
But I played the demo of this. I was going to upload a video about it, but I didn't. And so I'm going to avoid saying the same things I said in that because I'm not going to upload it because I don't feel like being harassed, let's say, among other things, for my opinions on this game, because the fake ass fans of the series would harass me for saying anything negative about it. But I will say this fake Persona by the Persona team, calling it something not Persona, but entirely the same staff, the same producers, same publishers, the same directors, same everything basically. Maybe not exactly directors, so I don't know. I don't care enough right now to remember. But it's basically the same fucking people making the same game, but it's a different setting, so it's a new game. It's not Persona. It looks worse than Persona graphically, visually. The character designs suck compared to Persona. The art style sucks compared to Persona. The gameplay blew ass. The setting was really awful, very uninspired, boring, almost an isekai-like world. Just the most boring thing. The acting sucks. The voice acting. It's cute. Everything sucked. I had nothing good to say at all. Nothing not even neutral to say, pretty much. It was terrible. The anime, there were so many anime cutscenes too right away. And they were the most poorly directed and poorly animated things possible. Extreme low quality. Like 12 frames a second. Skipping frame, people just sliding into their next pose, or just appearing in their next pose. Like they're like, I'm gonna turn left, but there's no. Here, let me do it better. I'm gonna turn left, and then they would just do that, and it's everybody just sliding around and like one character at a time, moving at all, very, 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 very little. It's pathetic. I have zero interest in this game after that demo. It really killed my interest. I didn't have a lot, but loving Persona made me somewhat interested. It seems fucking putrid of a video game. And then most of the combat in the trailer, the demo I mean, is really bad one-button action combat, which amazingly nobody's complaining about. When they complain about Final Fantasy 16 being really simple action game combat, when it's not at all. I'm 10 hours into that game and I'm doing crazy combos, mixing up magic skills and shit into it, and doing timing shit to do extra magic attacks during my swings, and comboing that into my bigger skills and my limit break and shit. It's a good action game. This game, you push one button to swing your sword. That's it. And then they have just generic Persona combat after that. Literally Persona. It even just looks like Persona 5. It looks like a DLC for Persona 5. Lazy as fuck, man. If you like this shit, you are the reason games are going downward in quality. It is just Persona ripped off of itself with a different name, with nothing changed. The UI design is identical to 5. The character designs are just a lower quality version of 4 and 5. They're using the same fucking font from fucking 5, I'm pretty sure. The combat is the same as 5 and 4 and 3 and every Persona probably. This is Persona 5. I was going to get mad for a second, but this literally just is P5. What is it, though? I don't know. The Phantom X? Okay, so see, here's the problem. This is how the cutscenes in that game are animated, but they're long and they're not just an intro. Look how poorly animated it is. Look at this guy. Like, every 10 steps he's taking, they animate 2 frames. And he's just shifting between frames. It's terrible. As an opening to a video game or something, trailer, fine. But every cutscene in your game, this is fucking putrid to look at. Also, the designs in this suck so far. I don't know what the hell this is, but it looks kind of shitty. They need to stop milking 5 and just make a new video game, because everything they've done to 5 since 5 came out has been lower and lower quality. I don't know about Royal. Royal might be better, but what I mean is the main game, including Royal. This doesn't make me interested in playing whatever this is. I don't need your music video. There's just so much fanboyism now that even saying I'm not interested in this is a bad move on the internet now. So everybody's just, oh my god, Persona exists. I love Persona because I'm supposed to love Persona because now it's popular and now I love it. They're not going to tell me what it is. Persona, I don't know what it was. Persona 5X something X. Oh no, Perfect World Games. Oh, yucky, yucky. A spin-off of Persona, no, spin-off of the Persona series. It's a spin-off of Persona 5 very specifically. Yeah, it even admits it. So no, it's not a Persona spin-off, it's a Persona 5 spin-off. Yep, enjoy your Chinese spin-off. No wonder, man, no wonder everything about it was putting me off. I know this game company, and everything I've ever interacted with them from them was terrible. So, yeah, more reason to be disappointed. Ah, good, a gacha system in a single-player video game. Can't wait. Can't wait for the fan base to tell me this is huge, amazing, fantastic news. What's this? Oh, they make they made the fake the fake the knockoff but more recent Theme Hospital and the Theme Campus, or 2 Point Campus and 2 Point Hospital. 2 Point Hospital is fantastic, except for it's got a lot of issues. It's not nearly as good as Theme Hospital was, but as a modern version of that kind of game, pretty good. 2 Point Campus sucked massive dick though. But I mean, and here's how bad it was. I beat the entirety of 2 Point Campus over the free weekend, which was only 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, like a year ago. I beat the entire game within the first day and a half, and I still had 12 hours to play the game if I wanted. And there's nothing in it that's fun or enjoyable or that humorous. It was just kind of a college campus thing, half-assed. So I worry about this. I worry if this is as bad as 2 Point Campus. But I don't hate 2 Point Campus. It just wasn't very good and was real short. Didn't have much going on. 2 Point Hospital was really good. Not as good as Theme Hospital, but really good still. So I wonder if this will be any good. I'll definitely play it if it's free or cheap someday. Like 2 Point Campus was free for a weekend. You can play whatever this gay shit's called. I've never seen Harry Potter. All I know is I like Emma Watson. I know nothing else about it. Kingdom Come? Oh yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
They sometimes have a lover to continue his story the Bohemia in the 15th
Oh, that's my dude.
century.
That's my dude. Oh shit. Of course he's getting in trouble.
So you
He's my
see
favorite character in that game.
middle-aged European experience is available for you, not like before, like a castle, bathhouse.
First game had so many problems. I actually just wrote a review. I showed it already. There's a lot of issues with the first game. It's not nearly as good as it should be. There's a lot of problems with the story. There's a lot of problems with everything. But at the same time, it was really good at the certain things. And I love the setting because it's a real history.
There's a broad range of weapons and a battle style selectable. Bohemia is a theme to see.
Problem is the way they end it and the way all the blood bugs and issues with that game, breaking the game permanently and shit, and the ending being no ending at all. I'm not willing to pay much for this.
Wednesday in 2025.
I will play it eventually when it's on Fanatical for $5 to $10 maximum, maybe 10, probably 5. I got the first one for $4 with all its DLC, so I might wait till it's that way too. But I will play it. I am a little excited, but not very. Disgaea? They have such great character designs. They have such great character designs. All I care about is that. No, this isn't. Is this Disgaea or is this something else? They make so many spin-offs of their own shit. Oh, Phantom Brave. Okay, yeah. I don't care about Missy. Oh God, I don't care about whatever the hell that is either. You can even. I'm not even. I'm translating for him. You can even choose to have surgery scars for cutting your breasts off and pick they them as your pronouns. That's true. It's not. You can't report me for that one. It's true. It's facts about this game. They advertise it. They brag about it. Oh, I actually like it. Big guy. Farming. I hate the shit posting about like anybody's excited. I like Farming Simulator. They're fun games. They're actually pretty good. They're not actually that bad. They're enjoyable. You definitely have to be the type of person who can play American Truck Simulator and have fun with it though. Just sitting there doing menial, mindless over and over again tasks forever. But they are fun. And upgrading your equipment shit's it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable, relaxed game. Huh? Oh, look at it. Look at it. This is mostly... I got irritated with my farm eventually in the one I was playing a while back. So I had my little pickup truck. And I went and chainsawed down a shit ton of trees and threw the pieces in the back of the truck. And that's what I did for like fucking a week straight of real life time. I was just chopping my trees down.
Also, that's something. Also, you can raise rice or you can raise spinach.
Oh, what?
So new crops.
You can go to Japan to do the farming?
That's wonderful. The number of crops is the chance.
It's actually kind of cool. That's cool.
In cities, this kind of view scenes.
They're usually in Europe or, made up little places in America. I'll go to Japan. That'd be fun. Stalker. It's literally just Stalker. Stalker 2. You don't talk Russian, then I don't want to hear you. I'm not excited because of shit like this. First off, shut the fuck up. Grow up. Stop being pathetic and pedantic about your gay bullshit fake ass war. Grow up. It is not Chernobyl! It's Chernobyl. Proof? You want proof? Okay, maybe Stalker won't work. It's almost as if the same fucking developers in their same fucking game series, in their first fucking game in it, wrote it right. So are you telling me, canonically, because they spell it different now, because, oh, Russia, fuck Russia, you telling me this is a different location, right? Because that has to be a different place because it's written by the same people, the same creators, the same dev team, the same fucking entire staff, the publisher, the director, the creator, all the same, the programmers the same characters, well, location, the same teams of people, probably duties there, freedoms there, I'm sure of it. Clear Sky might even be there. You're telling me they all agreed in the middle of the zone where this war doesn't even exist, just like real life, but everybody agrees that game does not take place in a world where this is happening, just like ours. They all just randomly agreed to call Chernobyl out of nowhere? No. So canonically, that means this has to take place in a different location that they have now named Chernobyl. There's a bunch of other language changes they've done too, which is really just like Kiev being Kiev. I can't Kiev. Most notably quoted from the amazing and wonderful Georgios Floydicus of Fentanyl fame. I'm not going to play it, probably. Being so pathetic that they have to fucking rename their game makes me lose interest. Plus, it just doesn't look that good. They're making their game about politics, so they may as well just make you be a transgender, pansexual character, because that's what they're doing now. It used to be this really hardcore, badass game, amazing immersion, amazing, just spend your time in that world. And it's difficult. You fucking die, and a couple shots kill you. You avoid fighting as much as possible. This looks like an action game now, gameplay-wise. Running around at camps, shooting people like crazy. Very rarely would you ever want to be in a gunfight, and very rarely did you get in them. And with guns jammed constantly, and you couldn't aim for shit because they were crap. And you were alone. This game has all these characters talking and shit, like constantly, it looks like. They're making Call of Duty in Chernobyl instead of Shadow of Chernobyl 2. You know, a game that takes place in the Ukraine. The place where Kiev exists as well. In Chernobyl. No, it's Chernobyl! In Kiev! In Ukraine! So basically, fuck GSC Game World, eat a dick. From one of your biggest fans.
True balance lies beyond.
Is this that stupid fucking doll game again? Stop it. Yeah, it was. Inochi looks like shit. The demo sucked too. I feel like I've seen the fat guy actually. He might be a comedian. Well that's it. That was a waste of time. So that'll be it for this video, actually. I think next I'll record maybe not next right now, but next upload will probably be these Hello Indie things, which we'll go through, probably take a little longer, because it's so many games just packed in each one. I haven't seen these ones, but I looked at these. I either watched them with somebody, like in VR chat or something, or I recorded, never uploaded, or I did upload and I just don't remember what I named them. But I watched it last year, or a year before that or something, or like 3 years ago or something, and it was like, yeah, it was like every minute there'd be a new indie game popped up on the screen they're talking about. We'll see. Anyway, that was a good note to end on, me being extremely angry and irritated by GSC Game World. So, yeah, that's it. Here's some of my subscriptions. Beard Meets Food, Hachama, Super Beaver, Cooking with Jack. This is an ironic subscription, for the record. Japan Thing, JonTron, Square Enix. None your business is really what we're getting at. None ya. So fuck off.